Well, good morning, good morning. We're gathering with coffee with Casper. Where's Casper? Casper! There, oh, here he is. Okay, come on up, say hello. Okay, there you are. There we go. Now we got a Casper. We got everybody. We're going to gong ourselves in for coffee with Casper in about a minute and a half. We're glad you're here with us today. Let me know where you are, where you're checking in from. Of course, I can't hear you on YouTube, but we're glad you're watching on YouTube. Good morning, Candace from Palm Desert. All right, we are beginning to gather. The folks are here. Yay, yay, yay. Good morning, Loretta. How is it life with the puppy? That's so great. Hey, Dave, nice to see you. Toby sends greeting to Casper. All right. I want to see a picture of Toby. Post him up there on Facebook, a picture. On this link. That'd be fun for everybody to see. That is great. So you know what? Hey, Missy Grant is here with us this morning. Good to see you. Pam from Santa Rosa is here this morning. From Seattle, the Reverend Trish is up in Seattle, not in Hollywood today. And there's Paul Fagan. Good morning to you. The talented Paul Fagan is with us. Missy Grant, thanks guys for being here. We're going to take a week's break, going to Disneyland with my family to celebrate the sophomores finishing her second year of college, granddaughter. That's fun. We're glad you are here this morning, and there it is, 8:30. We're going to gong ourselves in. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. Hey, Mark, good to see you this morning. Hey, Kai, nice to see you. And aloha from Honolulu. All right, let's get ready to take a big, deep breath in. Let the sound off. Relax your shoulders. We're going to do that one more time. The gong is simply to remind us of the law of the circle, that through our thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds, we are creating a vibration. That vibration is entering into the law of the circle, where we are directly connected to the cosmos and returning to us as the multiple dimensional aspects of our lives. Here we go. One more big, deep breath. And allowing the energy to flow up into our heart center. And just imagine that here gathered, as we're already here from the middle of the ocean, from Hawaii all the way to the coast in Seattle, and here in Southern California, and in Northern California, and across the Carolinas, gathering a bunch of light workers, people who know there is one life, one power everywhere present. It's equally distributed, and it finds itself centered in each one of us. And we are the right people at the right time to remember our connection to the cosmos. That everyone is that I am presence. Everyone has that high self. They came from the light. They put on a coat of skins. No one came without a mission and purpose. Everybody came on purpose. It's a great, it is known, I guess, throughout the cosmos, or it's said that it's known throughout the cosmos, that to have the opportunity to be on planet Earth at this time of radical transformation, where we are literally introducing ourselves to a higher order of being. Now, when we look out in the world and we see all of the chaos on the surface of the world, we think, well, it doesn't look like the world is entering into a higher order of being, and what happened to all of my freedom and bliss and my arrival as one with the one to be in purpose fulfilled? The answer, nothing happened to it. And your freedom, your waking up and coming into a higher order of being, as we go up the spiral, remember the spiral is expanding outward, so as we go around, we're not going round and round, not going, we're ascending. So it looks like the same place, but we're higher up all of the time, particularly when through our prayers and meditation we are aiming to be higher up. We love that quote from Meister Eckhart, the soul has two faces. That's the I am that I am, my eternal being. And nothing, Frederick Keeler in Christian Victory Instruction says, nothing can invade real individuality. So the I am that I am has come to free itself from the bonds of race consciousness, and in so doing contributing to the transformation of race consciousness, that all of humanity will one day hit that critical mass, and we will awaken into a higher order of being together. In the meantime, those of us who are hey Teray, nice to see you from Florida. Those of us who are already tuning in to the One, those of us who are knowing that I am that I am love, I am light, I am truth, I am wisdom, I am an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, to my body, and to my experience, as the great teacher Roy Eugene Davis reminded us. I have a mind, body, and experience, but who I am is greater than that. And I'm falling into, if you but knew, Ralph Waldo Emerson, right? If you but knew who you were, the stars, the earth, the sun could not hold you, right? We are waking to the glory of the I am that I am. And each day that we dedicate ourselves to be a place of peace, a place of love, a place that is using the law of the circle or the law of mind, that which comes from me is returning to me as my experience, energy in, energy out, the more I am directing that energy toward peace on earth and goodwill toward all humankind, a love for the planet, a love for the omnipresent reality of beauty that is all around us all of the time, to begin to move into a state of gratitude and into a state of communion. We are born to have fun living, to constantly commune with the presence that is within and around us, and to grow and expand forever. That's the philosopher Ernest Holmes. Can you imagine if you tune yourself in to have fun living, communing with the source of your life, communing with that life force that you belong to, having a relationship with that life force? The self talks to the self, by the self, through the self. Right? No one can talk to spirit or to source through you except you. You're the only one that can talk to source as you. And you're the only one that can bring it to you and through you by opening your awareness to the fact that you are an immortal cosmic being and that you came from the light you put on a coat of skins. Hey Luz, nice to see you from Burbank this morning. Hey Arlen from San Clemente, nice to see you this morning. So we are all in a place where, because of our daily prayers and meditations, you don't need coffee with Casper or me or any other spiritual leader to be in tune with the infinite. You are fully authorized to be in tune with the infinite and to use that attunement as the primary movement of your life. I mean, everything that's happening is happening to me and through me, and I begin to take responsibility for that. And now I said, well, then what is the best way for me to be a human being on planet Earth? And here's one of our problems, because I know all of you here participating, and all of us that participate together. This, by the way, we are more than 4 years that we've been doing Coffee with Casper on Tuesdays, on most Tuesdays of the year, for 4 years in a row. The only purpose is to heal, uplift, inspire, and to let us be together in these 20 minutes, reminding ourselves, and I'm just the catalyst of that reminding, of who we are and what we have already learned. And to take the wisdom that we have gained and now use it for the benefit of our own personal growth in health, wealth, love, and purpose. And also knowing that the more that I work on my cup overflowing, the more I can be a beneficial presence in the world. So yes, if you're struggling in any area of your life, if you're wanting to free yourself, if you're wanting to elevate yourself, it is only you and Source together that can do that. It is only you're constantly communing with that Source, having an ongoing reality that every thought moving through me is God, right? And now am I using my volition, my free will? Hey Dave, nice to see you this morning. Am I using my volition, my free will, in order to tune in and to work on fulfilling my purpose? And here's one of the things that is a challenge for us, a lesson that I worked on many years ago and have been including in my teaching for many years. As you know, they made me and others who have been doing this work for many decades emeritus, which means, I've done some stuff along the way, and we want to thank you for that achievement. Well, that's a nice title, and here we are, alive, awake, aware today. And how can I bring more life, more love, more joy, more wisdom, more peace, more poise, more abundance into my life, that I may then extend it to the life of all those who touch the arena of my experience. And as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, wheel upon wheel, circle upon circle, each one of us touching the circle of lives that we took. I mean, look how many people from all over are tuning into Coffee with Casper, literally, from all over. We have our friend in Norway, we have our island people, we have people in Indonesia. People are finding us, they're tuning in, they're listening to these ideas, some getting sparked, something that hasn't been sparked in them yet, is remembering who they are, right? And that the real task for us at hand is to become fully alive. Now here's the challenge. We, those of us gathered here on Coffee with Casper, are talented. We have a lot of skills. So let's just say you're good at a lot of things. Maybe you're good at cooking. Maybe you're good at writing. Maybe you're good at acting. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you're highly organized. Maybe you're aware of things at a high level, and that awareness is. I mean, it doesn't matter what the gifts are, but let's say that you are so talented that you have 40 gifts, and then you go back to the light when you go through the transition we call death, hopefully in tune with the infinite, and then you go, so how was it? How was your incarnation? How was it coming from the light, now being back in the light? How was your experience? And how did you do? And they say the most important question is what did you learn about love? And the second question is, what did you do with your gifts? Now, if you have 40 gifts and you're saying, oh, I did a lot with my gifts. I participated in the universe with my gifts. In fact, if you look at talents 29 through 37, I really rocked those. But the question is, what did you do with gifts 1 through 10? Your very best talents. Did you bring those forward? Did you remind yourself what you were good at? Did you discover what you were good at? Did you then bring those gifts to share in the light, as the light, with the light, and with the I am of every human being, every soul incarnate on planet Earth who is that I am, born in the image and likeness of wholeness? Did you share your top gifts? Did you discover your own talents and then put your energy on that? So I've had, I've written books, and I've started movies, and I've been on television shows, and I've been a teacher of these principles for 35 years or more. On purpose, classes and workshops and credentials and all of that stuff, because I understood that my primary gift and the thing that I was called to do is teach what I know and understand to everyone. And when I had that, what we in spirituality, that call from on high, I want you to go teach this. And I said, well, who am I? The only thing I understand is there's a law and that there's an inspiration, that the impulsion of the universe, I totally agree with the philosopher Ernest Holmes, the impulsion of the universe is love. Everything is created because of love, out of love, from love, right? And that the universe is in control of itself. It's not chaotic. There is a supreme law. It's the law of the circle. It's that law that causes everybody to be in their right place according to their own consciousness. Now, if they look out into their lives, or if any of us were to look into our lives, and we're having pain or suffering, disease or fear or doubt or neuroses or whatever that's not in balance, that then we can go, well, this isn't what I mean. And everyone has the right to change their mind, and by changing their mind, change their experience. We can lift ourselves up from disease, from poverty, from fear, from doubt, from neuroses, from that which is the monkey mind, repeating over and over and over again the same thoughts, and we don't shift and we don't change. Because the master teacher, Jesus, said, if I be lifted up, all shall be drawn unto me. Meaning, if I allow that which is my soul gazing at the glory of God to show me what it's seeing, to use my eyes and ears and all of the senses of my being to tune in to that, and we all have the capacity to do that, but that's why we say that it requires a practice. It just requires a practice. Daily we meditate, meaning daily we quiet the mind, and we focus on my soul is gazing at the glory of God, the infinite glory of God. Wow, isn't that something? Right? That I want to know. And I know it is, because sometimes I can look out and see it. I can look out and see the beauty. I can see the wonder. Sometimes we get what I call God bumps, when all of a sudden we know that we're on track because we can feel it. And we can feel ourselves in tuning ourselves to the infinite. So daily we intune ourselves to the infinite. And then daily we use the capacity of volition, free choice, to aim us in the right direction. And the right direction is pretty simple. We've been singing about it since Hoagie Carmichael wrote the song. You got to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative, and don't mess around with monotony as if monotony is even possible in a field of infinite possibilities. And what do the quantum scientists tell us? It is consciousness that acts upon the field. The observer affects the experiment. It is consciousness that acts upon the field that's affecting everything that's happening in your life. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. We're a gathering of people who are in tune with the infinite, using our awareness as we're rising up and all the gifts that come with it. The power of our word to transform and transmute conditions. The power of the consciousness within us and our choice aligned in tune with the infinite to literally transform situations. From the moment I walk into a room, from the moment my consciousness is part of any group, we become a transformative agent simply because we're inviting that which is greater love, greater truth, greater wisdom, greater power, greater peace, greater poise. We're inviting it through our daily practice, through daily remembering who we are, through daily calling it into us, by looking at our gifts and using our talents, but remembering what am I really good at, and trying to bring that gift forward, because the more we work on what we're really good at, what we have an innate gift to do, and attuning ourselves with the infinite to use those top gifts. What did you do with your gifts? The gifts of your talent. Are you using your talent to bring that talent into the world through you, that it can do its good work in the world and touch souls and help others wake up to a greater good, to a greater love, to a deeper joy, to a greater participation in the thrill of being alive. This is the day the Lord has made, the law of life has made, and I, through my conscious choice, my conscious volition, I choose to be rejoiced and glad in it. I choose to look out into this day to see what miracles can happen, what good can move through me in this day, not just so that I can selfishly indulge, but so that I can share that good and that vibration out in the world, and that way helping, contributing to the advancement of the race, contributing to our going forward. Who you are is something magnificent. For more than 4 years, we've been doing Coffee with Casper, and all we ask is that if you find something beneficial, that you share it. You can share it at newthought.com. You can share the Facebook link. You can share the posters. You copy and paste the posters. You can go straight to YouTube and email YouTube from that address. When you find us on YouTube, you just take that thing and send it to whoever you know that might benefit from it. Let us together continue to do what we have been doing, which is through the fear of the pandemic, remembering who we are, no matter what was happening in the world, calling on that force to guide us, direct us, and keep us healthy and strong, to free us from the limitations that were being imposed by a disease from somewhere outside of ourselves. And then realizing it isn't just the COVID that we have the opportunity to free ourselves from the limitations of the race and to contribute to the advancement of the race. It is all the time. And now we're through that. We're not afraid of a COVID. We're not afraid of a disease. And now then we say, well then what if I can be freed from the greatest world event that ever happened and coast through it and make it through and find myself at the end better and stronger and cleaner and more in tune and more alive and more awake and more aware through the mess. Imagine what we can do as we begin to bring that awareness to the Ukraine, that we bring that awareness of peace to the Middle East, that we bring the awareness that we can all gaze at the lights this last week, the sunspots creating northern lights farther more than we could see, more people looking up than we've ever known. Just as we had the eclipse, everybody looking up together. You, the light workers of the world, we are helping people to gaze upward and to cause that upward gaze to flow into our mind, into our body, and into our experience and become more alive, awake, and aware. St. Ignatius, the glory of God is a human being fully alive. Are we knocking on the door of that awareness to be fully alive? So if you found something valuable in our time together today, share the video. I'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to the Magic Kingdom to celebrate with family next week. I'll be back live in 2 weeks. Share the video. Next week, grab an archive, paste it, share it. Let's together bring more and more light in the world. Who you are is something magnificent. And until we meet again, I invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. Casper and I will see you live in a couple of weeks, but what we know is the videos are out there, 4 years of them are out there, that we have an opportunity to continue to contribute to an awakening world. So I thank you for being you, and we'll see you live in a couple of weeks, and we'll see you 24/7 on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else we can post it. Okay, bye for now. Have a great, wonderful